Hello YouTube and welcome or perhaps welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is a divine timing reading. So we all know this term and I probably am not the only one who wants to shoot myself every time I hear it's all about divine timing. I want to know when things are going to happen and I think a lot of you guys feel the same way. So today we're going to do a cheat sheet on the universe. We're going to ask the question, when will this and that happen? Now, of course, you can ask more than one question. I have 8 piles today, so plenty of opportunities to uncover when something is perhaps destined to happen or perhaps just for the time being when it's scheduled to happen, because timelines can change and timing it's a flexible thing. So maybe even, I don't know, I sometimes wonder perhaps getting readings will change timing because we don't act the way we would have if we didn't know. So maybe you should I don't know, perhaps you could just ask the question and choose one pile and come back to that pile when the thing you're waiting for has happened, just to see what actually, I mean, how long it actually took for it to happen. Anyway, it's all up to you. And of course, ask more than one question. Take advantage of this opportunity, and also respect if you're being told that it's not for you to know. I'm not sure what these cards are going to say yet. I have my own cards. I have made my own deck of timing cards, and I have one Lenormand card, which it's not actually something I'm pulling out of my ass. It's I have a sheet for every Lenormand card and what timing it indicates. And then I have cards from the Moonology deck. So that way we'll be able to tell perhaps which season that will occur in, or, maybe what's going to happen around that time. So we get more like a maybe emotional state or something like that. I don't know. Let's just see what comes up, and I'm sure you're going to be able to apply it to your situation in some way or another. And of course, if it doesn't make sense to you at all, then feel free to choose another pile. Say if you're waiting for an answer from, like you applied for a job and you're waiting and you're thinking, when am I going to get the answer? And the cards are saying autumn. And of course, it's not going to be autumn. Unless you're watching this during autumn, then maybe that makes sense. But today is January 7th, so if that doesn't make sense to you, then feel free to choose another pile, or perhaps you just wasn't meant to know, and you perhaps you weren't meant to know, and just leave it at that and trust the universe. Anyway, I just ramble so much. But let's get to it. We have 8 options. The first one is the crystal quartz. The second is the amethyst. The third one is the aragonite. The fourth one, I think it's a labradorite. I'm not sure, but it has like these stains. It's a black stone with small stains, so it looks like a labrador. Doesn't look like, no, it doesn't look like a dog, but you know what I mean, like the pattern. And we have the angel ore quartz, the green fluorite, the purple fluorite, and last but not least, we have the amethyst. So let's just get to it and see what your cards want to tell you about the timing. So if you chose the clear quartz, I'm just going to put these here so they're not in the way, but I don't have much room, so I usually only do 4 piles. Okay, so this one, the first option, when will your wish come true, or when will what you're waiting for happen? This has already happened or begun. Relief. Fox. A personal issue reaches resolution and emotions are running high. Okay, so this is already in the works, and it's going to, when it actually happens, it's going to leave you with a sense of incredible relief. The Fox card, when, as far as I remember, Lenormand, it means when you least expect it. So, it sneaks up on you like the fox. So you're not going to be expecting it, but it's already begun. It's like already happening behind the scenes. We also have a personal issue reaches resolution. So that would indicate something happening also soon. However, we have it says full moon in Cancer, but I mean, it doesn't have to be Cancer unless you're watching this during summertime, and that would make sense. But perhaps this means that what has already happened or begun, so perhaps this maybe means more than it's already begun, will sort of like be resolved around the summertime, around Cancer season. Again, this is not, it's not like a definite when it's going to happen. It's sort of like let yourself be surprised. However, it's already in the works, so that might be nice for you to know. Okay? Yeah. Pile number 2. If you chose the amethyst for when is it going to happen, it says you're not supposed to know this. Divine intervention, key. Your hard work is paying off and the answers you need are coming. Well, I kind of like this because, it says you're not supposed to know this, divine intervention and key. So key is, I know this for certain from the Lenormand, it says timing is certain. So it means it's going to happen. It's like whenever you get the key, when you ask a question, it's like a yes with an exclamation mark. So it is going to happen. It's like you can't really avoid it. It's coming for you and you can't run, you can't hide. You probably don't want to. And for the Moonology deck, all that this deck is wanting to tell you is that your hard work is paying off and the answers you need are coming. We have new moon in Capricorn and full moon in Gemini, which are pretty far apart. But, I mean, Capricorn is now, actually. So, maybe, I mean, if you're watching this in January, where I made this video, so maybe it's going to happen pretty soon. But it says the answers you need are coming in full moon in Gemini. So maybe it's something that's going to start around this time, and perhaps it will be resolved around Gemini, which is not too far from now. It's going to be like, what, May or something like that. But you're not supposed to know the exact timing of this, and you're supposed to, trust that the divine will intervene with this and make it happen. So no clear timing for you. They can be wishy-washy with the timing, divine. So they just wanted to come here and tell you that, yeah, just leave it alone. It's going to happen. We got your back, okay? But if you're wanting a more concrete timing, then perhaps, Gemini would be my like the most plausible, I think, timing. Yeah. But you're not supposed to know. Anyway, Aragonite, if you chose number 3, let's see. When will it happen? When you let go, this is still undecided. Stars from the Lenormand. Surrender to the divine and look at the bigger picture. Okay, so we have 2 full moon cards, so it's probably going to happen around the full moon. However, it's one of those things that you can't attract it to you unless you let it go. So it's still undecided when it's going to happen. However, the stars are, as far as I remember, stars are the indication of winter months. So it's around Christmas. So perhaps it's going to happen like in a minute or 2, or maybe you're going to have to wait up until a year. I'm not thinking it's going to happen after. I don't think it's going to take that much longer. However, I don't know your situation. You can apply it to your situation. If it seems like it makes sense that it would take more than a year, then perhaps it's going to. But the main point here is that you're supposed to surrender, and you're supposed to look at the bigger picture of whatever situation you're in, and perhaps take your ego out of it and let go of it, because maybe that's what's blocking it. So the timing is not really determined for this yet, because you're holding too tightly onto it. So you can't really let the universe or the divine work for you. Okay, so I'm sorry guys, if you came for timing, the universe and spirit is telling you that you have to let go for this to even be, for this to even start being mapped out by the universe. Okay, I'm sure this is going to make sense to you when you hear this. Okay, if you chose the dog stone labradorite, let's see, when is it going to happen? Very soon, more to come. Tree, a new start is coming, and be bold and make the first move. Okay, so you guys are pretty lucky. whatever you're waiting for, it's going to happen pretty soon, and it's saying more to come. So it's not going to be like a one-time event. It's going to be something that unfolds during some time. I don't remember the tree. My God, the tree. I think, yeah, it's February. Yeah, the tree is an indication of February, which makes complete sense if you're watching this now, because February is just around the corner. And it's saying a new start is coming, and be bold and make the first move. So I'm assuming that whatever you're waiting for, either you're being encouraged to make the first move in order to get the ball rolling, and then you will, achieve your goal, because it's sort of like certain that whatever you're waiting for is going to happen. Or simply the person or the thing that you're waiting to happen is going to move in on you, like boldly, if it makes sense to you. So whatever you're asking about, it's going to happen pretty soon. Yeah. February would be my best bet. Okay. So if you chose the Angel Aura Quartz, let's see. Angel Aura, when will it happen for you? Might take a while, not determined, but will happen for sure. So relax. The cross, your commitment is being tested, and a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, this is interesting. So it's going to take some time. It's not determined when exactly. But I think the cross is an indication of something that might be burdensome and, require some patience. Also, I'm pretty sure it's winter, so it might take about a year. What you're supposed to know for now is that you're being tested in some way or another. So I'm assuming it's your patience that's being tested. But if you wait this out and your question is about romance, you will have the beginning of a new cycle. If it's not about romance, then perhaps this is around Libra season. So that would be October. I'm a Libra, so I would know. But that would make sense also with the might take a while, because Libra season it's some time from now. But you are being told that it's not yet determined exactly when it's going to happen, but that it will happen for sure. Okay, so relax. I made this card myself because I'm so impatient. So I actually made this one, and to sometimes remind myself that stuff we want, if we hang on too much to them, we can't get them, because it's just, you can't get what you feel like you're lacking. But some things are destined, and this is one of them. So if you loosen your grip a little bit, it's going to take a while, but you will get what you want, especially if your question is about love. So just be patient and have faith in the process. That's my advice for you. But again, it's really good news, but it's not determined, but it's going to happen for sure. So relax. And whenever I get this card and I do let go, guys, miracles happen. So this is a really good card to get. Okay, so if you chose the purple fluorite, let's see, when will it happen? By the end of the season, sweet surprise, birds, a fiery climax approaches, and you're very close to achieving your goal. Wow, so this is another one of the very soon. By the end of the season, so if you're watching this when I made this video, you would be watching it in winter time, which means that yeah, it's sort of gonna, like, it's pretty close to happening, and it's going to surprise you. Now the birds, as far as I remember, they're an indication of spring. So by the end of the season, with the spring indication, that will make sense too. So it's really going to be like by the end, perhaps around the shift. So I would say around Pisces, Aries. And this is really interesting because we also have the full moon in Aries. I mean, maybe you should check when that's going to happen, like in the moon calendar, because it makes total sense. Both saying you're very close to achieving your goal, which is by the end of the season, which would be, yeah, that's close. I mean, a month or two, it's not far from now. And Aries is yeah, that's soon. So that would be that would fit perfectly with the springtime and by the end of the season. So I'm seeing Yeah, it's around when Pisces goes into, when the sun goes from Pisces to Aries. I would say around that time you can expect what you're waiting for to happen. Okay? Okay. Now, if you chose this one, this is the rose quartz. Let's see, when will it happen? It says fast progress within a month. Writer, luck is on your side, and communication is key. Okay, so yeah, you get your answer. I mean, there's no not much explaining here. Fast progress within a month. So within 1 month, you're going to see a lot of progress with this situation. So whatever you might want to happen, like the end result might not be like completely done with, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of progress within a month. And also the writer card, it's a very fast card. So like he moves in and he's pretty quick. So, and it's also number one. So it's the first card of the Lenormand deck. And that means pretty soon. Usually this card actually means a few days. So maybe it's actually going to happen like, yeah, in a few days. It's saying luck is on your side and communication is key. Perhaps this makes sense to you. So maybe you're waiting for some communication and it's going to come within the next few days or at least within a month. I mean, I don't have a card that says a few days. So that would be like the rough estimate of what could also be just a few days actually. However, what you want is coming to you. Luck is on your side, so no need to worry if you are worried that you won't get what you're hoping for, because you will. And it's going to progress really, really fast. So that's really good news for you, pile number 8. Okay? All right, so that was what I had for you guys today. I hope you liked this. And if you did, remember to hit like and subscribe if you would like to join in on the free live reading I'm going to be doing when I hit my 100 subscribers. Yay! Who wouldn't like a free reading? So just, help me out a little bit so I will help you out when you help me out, and it's all going to be good. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching and have a great morning or evening wherever you are. Bye now.